Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Controlled Burn, our Werewolf, almost said Werewolf the Masquerade. They'd be combining two games. Let's go with Werewolf the Apocalypse. I think that sounds like a better name for the game. And I think they might stick around. Who knows? My name's Tom. Glad you could join us tonight for our new episode of our Chronicle. If you are new here, welcome. We're glad you found us. Please be sure to give this video a like, tell your friends, share the video, whatever you like. We're glad you enjoyed it, and please come back for more. Let's go ahead and meet our cast. I'm going to take them in the order that they came on the stream tonight. So we're going to go with Jen first.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Alice Monroe. She's a librarian, and she's in it's not a house. I think it's like an apartment I'm renting with another character who can talk about that herself.
You are. Alrighty. And Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I'm playing Otto Miller. If we're talking occupations, currently he is working at a bar out of town, both as a bartender and a bouncer.
Which we still haven't come up with a name for the place. We will at some point.
I think we just decided on the hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall,
hole in the wall bar,
or something like that. Yeah, just the pit, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And he's living in a cabin in the woods at the moment.
Hey, Jeff, glad you can join us. Aru, back to you too, my friend. Let's meet our next werewolf. That would be Whispers.
Hi, I'm Whispers, and I'm totally the problem in every game that I'm in. I'm playing Diana, full-time college student, part-time server, and the resident smartass at the party.
Alrighty, we gotta have one of them. Okay, and let's meet Matt.
Howdy, I'll be playing Ryan Greenwell, Child of Gaia medic. Doesn't really have a job right now because he kind of lost the ambulance at the last place, and that might be problematic if he started showing up someplace else. He's living at the cabin in the woods and learning and talking to spirits.
Yeah, it seems like cash flow might be a problem pretty soon.
Yeah, well,
that's the next level of complexity I'm going to add. How do you pay for it? You know?
Yes.
All right. Well, in last week's episode, a new Geru pack showed up at their doorstep. A pack known as the Brave Ridge. They are made of entirely lupus Geru, and they have wandered west looking for opportunities for glory and to serve Gaia and all sorts of noble intentions. There was a little bit of a tension with the players pack. Who can I officially announce the name?
I believe so.
I mean, we seem to be in agreement on it.
It only took us 15 episodes or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe it's less than that. The pack is called the Pathfinders. We're gonna say Pathfinders First Edition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of tension, but at the end, they did manage to get along and sang some songs and told some stories by the fire, and everything's groovy, and everybody's ready to sing Werewolf Kumbaya. Tonight we are one day later, so we're basically each episode has been one day. We are now 5 days away from a major storm is going to be coming in and hitting the Pacific Northwest. It's, if any of the characters watch the news, they're calling it, they always call it the storm of the century. Every week has a new storm of the century, but this one doesn't seem to be being overhyped. This one is really sounding like it's going to be pretty rough. The college has decided they are going to be shutting down the next day to allow students and employees to kind of prepare for the storm, as they say here in Florida, to hunker down and get ready for the storm coming in. We find the pack probably on an afternoon where Alice is kind of maybe just finishing some things up at the library when she gets a phone call on her mobile device.
Okay. Hello? Here, I'll just do this.
And you hear a voice say,
God.
The wet dog actually sounds pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
That is a pretty good bar name.
That is a pretty good bar name. You hear this kind of hushed voice say, Alice?
Yes?
And you recognize it is Mother's Dream.
Yes. Hi, Mother's Dream. What's up?
I don't know if I was using this thing right.
Well, you found me, so you did it right.
Yes, I pushed the button that Dana had made for me on the the mobile call. There's something strange happening here in the park.
Which park? Do you know the name?
By the cairn, the national park. Mountain Runner told me to contact you. He is calling for help.
Okay. All right, I'll see who I can round up and get there.
Okay.
Yeah, just hang tight, I'll be back.
It is weird to talk to you without seeing you.
It is, but a lot of people get used to that very quickly. Sometimes there's a video thing, but that's most people don't want it. So.
and somehow she just absolutely hangs up on you. She just as you were saying that.
That's fine. All right, sure. So I'm gonna finish up whatever I was trying to do at the library. Maybe usher out some people that are hanging out in there for who knows why. It's like there's a storm coming. Ouch.
When you and on the news, and even like when you came into work this morning, the wind has been picking up gradually. There has been flurries in the forecast, kind of the beginning of a storm getting ready to roll in.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to call Diana and kind of relay everything that Mother's Dream had said.
Start the phone chain going. Right?
Yeah, here we go.
It's probably there's probably a bit of a shuffle. You hear a bunch of plates in the background, and then it's like, I have 10 minutes before I can take an hour break, and then I can be over there. I just need you to work a double the next day.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay.
Actually, Rusty's is getting ready to probably close tomorrow. They'll be open tonight, and then even Rusty's is going to close down because they know it's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm at the library, but I'm leaving. I'm coming back to the apartment, and Mother's Dream says Mountain Runner wants something, and I can't remember exactly how she worded it.
Yeah, give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
You guys in the kitchen, if I don't have a steak in 5, I'm coming for your asses! Sorry, they're behind on cooking. But if you just give me 10, I can pick you up.
Yeah.
The wind is horrible, I don't think you want to walk home.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I drove here, so I gotta do something with the car.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just meet you at the apartment, and if you want, I'll quickly call Brian if you call Otto.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I call Otto.
Call Otto.
And Diana calls Brian.
Right, and same wording going by,
That's
hey,
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
We've all been alerted to the news.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to get through every single bit of it. But
No, I just figured I'd
that's
summarize.
absolutely fine. Just want to make sure that we went through that. Otto, you haven't started your shift yet at the Wet Dog, but
It's official. Thank you, Jeffrey.
yeah. That's what he says. Yeah, we encourage people to watch and give suggestions, and it'll probably become canon. So it is. I'm going to write it down as
The wet
first.
dog. I'm down with it.
The wet dog. Okay. All right. So, or his name.
It's in my notes as well. It's canon.
Okay. It's canon now.
Yes, because as we all know, everything in Whisper's notes is canonized.
Let me just write: we win, and we have 100 XP points.
Did you win Dungeons and Dragons? Yes. Yes.
So I haven't started my shift yet.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't started your shift yet, but let's say, where does he live? Probably like an apartment or something. I think we said.
He's like renting a cabin in the woods.
That's right. Okay. That's even better because he is, as he's going to his car, there is kind of a patch of trees. That's there's like he has kind of like a dirt road that he kind of rides out, and there's kind of a patch of trees like behind his place. As he's getting into the car, he sees the trees are kind of starting to just shake a little bit with the wind coming in, and he swears he saw a figure move in front of the trees and start to kind of go into the tree line, as it were. Like as he's just kind of sitting in his car, and everybody takes a minute to let it warm up, and he's looking over, and he's like,
And so, what did this figure look like?
It moved very quickly. It looked to be maybe about 6 feet tall.
Okay, so like humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're heading towards the back of his cabin, to give you a point of reference. So.
Okay, then I will sort of like keep my truck running, and I will get out and close the door, and I'll sort of make my way in that direction.
Okay. When he kind of goes around the cabin, give me. You're gonna have our first roll of the evening. Let's go with perception and investigation, please. Difficulty 7.
7. Okay. Let's see, perception 7. Roll. Roll, I say. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. He sees there is a figure standing about 4 or 5 feet back in the tree line. He would swear that this person is dressed in what looks like buckskin and feathers around them, because there's no tree, no leaves on the trees or anything, so he can see them, but he can't see their face.
Okay. Hello? Can I help you?
Nice. You hear something on the wind, but you can't quite make it out.
I'll start walking closer, I suppose.
Okay. As he gets closer, he sees that where the face should be is just darkness.
That will cause me to step back a bit.
When he looks, 2 eyes open, and they're orangish. And he just hears the word, remember.
Remember what?
And the next thing he knows, he's sitting in his truck.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it was a dream,
Okay.
but
Then I'll sort of just put that way back out of concern for the moment and chalk it up to being a dream and start driving away.
okay. As he backs out, pulls around, he can see the spot in his backyard where he thought he walked up to. There's nothing there.
Okay, not creepy
Okay.
at all.
Not creepy at all. Okay. Nothing, unfortunately, happens with Brian. Sorry, nothing.
That's fine.
Nothing's
That's a
Happy-
weird way to phrase it, but okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it's like playing,
he
Call
doesn't
of
have a
Cthulhu.
weird prophetic dream.
Yeah.
Like playing
Yeah,
Call of Cthulhu. Nothing bad happened. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. You guys would then be going to the cairn.
Mhm.
You guys were just there yesterday. Typically, you don't get asked to go there a lot, but Mountain Runner calls.
Yep.
You guys would need to go into lupus form
Right.
Lupus.
to get there.
Right,
So if
right.
everybody can.
Yeah. Park the car, change into lupus form.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
You
so
want
I
us to
need-
roll for the change?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is that?
Roll.
Oh, yeah,
Dang,
Diana got
5
it.
successes.
I don't know what I did, but it's there. Or it was.
Hold on, Jen. Let me
Yeah. That's
Let me,
fine. It disappears.
get it for you.
Dang, I nailed it.
Okay, I think you already were in lupus.
No,
So
I just clicked it now.
that's fine. Well, you're in lupus. We're good. We're good.
Sure. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. As your there's a late roll. Okay.
Yeah, mine was laggy. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
no,
what
that's
happened.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, I got 3.
That's fine.
Okay. Looks good. Okay. As you're running to the cairn, all of you smell more animals, more the scent of more animals coming from nearby. And you're like, it's winter.
Mhm.
It's typically not a lot of animals out here, but we're smelling something.
Mhm.
Mother's Dream kind of comes running out to you. The snow really hasn't started falling yet. It's still just kind of flurries and wind
Mhm.
just kind of picking up snow. But she just kind of comes running out for you, and she's like, "Oh, good. Thank Gaia you're here." She's like, "There's something strange going on. There are other animals of the park who are out walking. Someone called it walking in your sleep.
Oh, okay.
Sleepwalking.
Strange. Yes, sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking animals.
But they should not be. They should not be up. They should not be. She says they're mostly bears. They should be asleep, but they are walking.
Are they all walking the same direction?
I have not seen them. I was told.
Okay. That is weird.
That is strange, yes.
We should go try to see if we can find some of these bears and see what's going on. Maybe there's a spirit active somewhere that I can talk to.
Would you like to? Would you like
Would
to
you
try
like to
that?
know more?
Would you like to know more? Yeah.
That's my plan. I mean, we need to. There's
Yeah.
nothing happening here. We need.
I
to
mean,
find
it's a
out-
good
we need
enough
to go out
plan
there
as
and find out
any.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just want to know what do you guys do you want to? And now you can be in any form you want. Once you leave the barn, you
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
technically be in what, and you're not really quite there yet. You guys were just used to. We always got to be in lupus when we go.
Yeah.
But-
It's a habit now.
But the scent was coming from kind of west of you, and it was mingled scents. And now that she's kind of given you a little bit of context, now you're kind of like, okay, yeah, that makes sense why we were smelling
All these animals. Mhm.
these animals.
Real quick, what was that context again? I had to step away for a second.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We made it to the cairn. We started going into lupus form, and we noticed we can smell all these animals. And Mountain Runner, Mother's Dream came over and kind of tried to explain it to us a little bit.
Yes, and apparently all the animals are sleepwalking. And now Brian's gonna try and talk to a spirit and ask what the hell's going on.
Yeah, well, we want to get out into the area to see what's happening and see if I can dig up any spirits there.
Okay.
Because I mean, where we are now, they're not necessarily like this isn't where the problem is. We need to go out where the problem is and then see if I can find any spirits to talk to and see what they might say.
Yeah, Diana will go with Brian so I can possibly get close to one of the sleepwalking animals, but also we probably should not leave one of us alone right now, especially Brian.
Fair.
Yeah, because he is going to have to, concentrate. So
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you two, are you going to all stay together, or is it like two going one way, two going another? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Stay together. It's
probably
We're a
safer.
pack. We should stay
Sure,
together.
let's just stick together.
okay.
Because who knows what's going on out there.
Yes,
Okay.
we will not split the party at this particular time.
It's absolutely fine.
Right.
Okay. You guys
Can we track the bears?
Yeah. Yep. You begin to
Okay.
go west. Otto, can you give me another? This is going to be more perception and alertness, please.
And alertness. Yeah. Okay.
So as you guys are kind of
alertness.
running whatever form you're taking. So.
Two successes.
2 successes. Okay. Get that. Somebody walked over my grave feeling.
Okay.
And looking around, you would swear somebody was watching you.
I feel eyes on me, but I don't see anything.
Right.
Okay.
It's kind of like being the Daravar, when you're, you're this poor witch, and you're going around, but
Yeah,
like
so
somebody's watching you.
When this man is just watching you from the shadows.
Exactly. And folks, if you haven't, please be sure to watch Light and Shadows on Wednesdays on this same very channel. Anyway,
Yes,
just a
please
quick
do.
commercial.
I'm running it.
Quick commercial. Okay, Brian, are you going to try a gift?
Perhaps.
You can also step into the Umbra.
Yeah, that's what I was going to try to do.
Okay.
And then see what spirits are nearby.
Okay,
I don't
that is
see where we
a
do that on the page.
Gnosis or Gnosis, however we pronounce
Gnosis,
it. Roll.
right.
And the difficulty of the shroud, or excuse me, the gauntlet. I play too much Wraith.
Right.
It's gonna be 5. So
Okay, I have 3 Gnosis. All right, so let's see. Roll some dice. That sounds good.
and we assume you
dice,
have a shiny
control.
thing with you. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
worry about that too much.
A shiny thing, yes.
Sunglasses or something like that. So.
Or our phones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess technically we wouldn't have our phones on us right now because we're not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. 0.
You failed. So something not very good happens.
Yep.
You're kind of starting to step in, and you're like, "Shit, I'm stuck." So you see what? Are you still in Lupus or?
Yeah. I figured
Okay.
it was easier to travel that way and smell the bear.
So you
better.
see this wolf butt sticking out. The
Man.
front end of the wolf is gone. It's
Uh,
kind of doing a wiggle butt kind of thing, kind of like, hey, what's going on?
Diana's gonna take us go back and then literally charge his butt to try to push him the rest of the way through.
Give me a Gnosis roll, please,
Okay.
because you may end up tumbling in.
Gnosis. Is it the same difficulty of 5 or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I only have 1 Gnosis die, so
Well, as long as you get a success.
good 0
I know.
successes.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot. She's Hamid.
Oh boy. Okay, you botched.
Now we're both
boy.
stuck.
Now you are both stuck.
Third time's
But-
the charm.
Yeah. yeah. So, so Brian got pushed in a little bit further, but now Diana's kind of stuck.
All right, I won't charge, but I will try to start like nudging them.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me a Gnosis roll, please.
Okay, I have 2 Gnosis, so that's
Okay.
at least slightly better.
Okay.
Wow.
Mother's
Jen,
Dream
how
will
much
try
Are
to-
we all
Do you
gonna
have-
watch?
1 success.
Okay. It is enough that you push into Diana, so Brian goes all the way in. Diana's now about just like her legs are sticking out. Now, Brian, as you get into the spirit world, now you turn around and you see half of Diana, or
I will
three-quarters
try
of
to
Diana.
pull her through.
Good. Okay. Pull her through. Okay.
It's not my smartest decision.
And Otto's able to kind of like back up. Okay. Unless you wanted to go into the Umbra.
No, I will not leave Alice by herself out here.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Looking around within the Umbra, the wind is stronger here. It's howling like something angry. Not necessarily the wind, but like a somewhere between like a beast and we'll just keep it at that for right now. But looking around, you see these tall, thin creatures were mostly translucent, with kind of glistening things all kind of on they're humanoid shaped, but they have kind of glistening points on them, and they're kind of running around to and fro. And they do have humanoid-like faces, but they have like eyes and a mouth and a nose, but they don't seem to open or anything. But they're kind of running around, like touching the trees, kind of, and then they kind of sprint past you and kind of sprint the other way. There's probably about 10 of them.
They're not really paying attention to me.
They don't seem to be now.
Okay. I want to look and see. They're roughly like humanoid size, 5 foot something.
Yeah.
Okay. I will see if I can kind of grab one's attention, like wave at it or beckon towards it, call out to it, like, hey, come here.
It's a lively game of freeze tag. That is an apt description. Diana, you see this as well. But yeah, one will stop and be like, and kind of saunters over to the pair of you, and it speaks without its mouth movements. Why are you here, wolf children?
We heard something across the winds about some animals walking in their sleep. The bears were wakened by something. We came to investigate to see if this was something we should worry about or simply allow to occur.
It is very odd. They should not be up at this time. In fact, this is our time. For we are creatures of ice.
So, because the winter storm is approaching, that is fair.
Yes.
Have you seen any bears or bear spirits about?
I hear a growl, and it is almost a snore.
So
But-
perhaps go on.
But the snore is interrupted at times.
Can you show me Can you show me this?
Oh, we are afraid. We do not go near there.
Can you tell me which way to go?
Yeah, and they will tell you, kind of far to the east. You guys were kind of going west. It's saying far to the east lays the the slumber of the great beast.
The great beast, or simply a bear?
It was once a bear.
Well, thank you, spirits. Go continue your cavorting, and
And they
I
go
thank
back
you for your aid. Yeah.
They go back to frolicking, we'll say.
Frolicking. There you go.
Yes. But again, now that you're kind of in the Umbra and you've heard this roar, you do hear it kind of go,
All right.
and it pauses.
And that's headed.
and
It's in the east direction.
yeah.
All right. I don't know how we can we talk across the Umbra, or do we have to go in and out all the time?
You have to go in and out, yeah.
Okay.
I
probably
think there
gonna
are.
use your-
I think there are gifts like way
Yeah.
higher than you are.
Yeah.
All right. So Diana, apparently the winter spirits here have heard the bear in the east, and it is stirring, but like it's snoring, but being interrupted. So something's bothering a bear spirit or a beast spirit of some kind in the east. So we need to head that way.
Thank you for the translation. It just sounded like icy winds to me.
Yeah. You wouldn't understand. Like a
All right,
Mentos
so-
commercial.
Yeah.
You are better at this, so you might want to go inform the others. It might be best to tackle
Well,
this problem on both sides.
Yeah, we're gonna have to travel eastward. I don't know if it's necessarily any better to travel within the Umbra with the storm coming, or back in the real world.
Outside the Umbra, Alice and Otto,
We both die.
you spot a lumbering brown bear trotting along. It is big. It is an adult, and it does almost seem to be sleepwalking. It's kind of just stumbling along, and it is heading in your direction.
Okay, I'm going to shift to my Hispo form.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Let's see, roll. Okay, I
4
succeed.
successes. Okay, awesome.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do the same thing. It seems like we don't want to fight a bear. Let me find where the dice
That was a
are.
band, wasn't it? I fought a bear once. So
Maybe. So
should be
three.
if
It
it's
says
not.
3 dice on here. Is that what you want?
no, you want to click on the little shape change thing. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
I
that's
did
what
that.
you're doing.
Oh,
Let's see.
okay. Hold on. Yeah, I did click on the Hispo
yours
one. So
doesn't.
it says difficulty 7.
Yeah, yours.
That is
doesn't-
correct.
Okay.
Because
yours-
it's your current stamina in whatever form you're in,
Mhm.
plus your primal urge, and
Okay.
that's your dice pool to shift.
But it doesn't roll. It should when she clicks on say Glabro or Krenos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It should roll the character, shouldn't it?
Are you clicking the one on the right side of the sheet or the left side of the sheet?
I'm actually clicking on say like Hispo.
Okay, but if you do the
Oh.
one on the
I
right side of the sheet,
Roll for shape change. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Now I see it. Okay.
Okay.
yes,
I'll roll for you, Jen. Okay.
yes,
I
the
was
one on
doing
the
it
right
wrong,
side of
too.
the sheet. Yeah, the one on the right side of the sheet is to
Okay.
roll. The one on the left side of the sheet is to make the physical change.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. I was doing it wrong too. So okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You shift over to the Hispo form now.
Yes.
Which is like a large dire wolf.
Yeah.
The bear is just trotting through the snow, almost as if it doesn't see you just yet.
So is it like heading right towards us, or just in
Mhm.
our general direction?
It is heading like right towards you. It is probably now about like 20 feet away,
Okay, I'm gonna start growling.
and it stops. And it's kind of like blinking its eyes, but it stopped.
Okay.
Alice, you smell from while you're kind of looking at this barrier, like there's another one probably about 100 feet away, not heading towards you, but another one that's just kind of stumbling along. And they
Oh,
look
wow.
hungry too. So
Okay.
Not to be surprising. It's winter and they're hibernating.
They're hibernating, so
yeah,
they should be.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like tap on Otto and be like, "Look, there's another one way over there, going that way."
I will not look in that direction, but I will sort of like acknowledge that I've heard Alice because I don't want to take my eyes off this bear for a moment.
Right. Mhm.
Go ask Ellis. I think she knows. Sorry, I couldn't
West
resist.
Alice with
Oh, that's
10
funny.
feet tall.
Yeah. That's
If
a
she-
certain
if she-
age to know what those are.
If she had gone to Green
Hey, Jen,
Yeah.
paging Dr. Stretch.
Okay. All right. So so now you've each got your attention on a bear. We're gonna go back into the Umber. Are you guys ready to step out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't think we need to hang around here.
I don't think it takes a roll to come out, as far as I remember. So we're gonna keep it simple.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay. Yep. You guys step out, and there is a goddamn bear about 5 feet away from you.
Well, I mean, we could have gone to the mountain, but the mountain came to Muhammad instead, apparently.
Mhm.
So, I will take a quick look over the bear. Does it look injured in any way?
No, it's now opened its eyes, but has a very glazed look on its face, and it's looking at you guys, but it's very strange. Again, like akin to sleepwalking.
Yeah. Diana's gonna give it a sniff and try to use Sense of the Worm
Okay,
on the bear.
Alright. Go for it.
Just for shits and gigs.
Hey, you never know.
You never
Maybe
know.
at one point, Sense of the Worm might become helpful.
I'm sure it will inevitably be helpful.
It might be one day if I just keep using it. One success.
Smells like a bear.
There.
The other bear is kind of continuing on its path, Jen.
Okay.
Just kind of loping along, kind of going past you guys. Now the first bear has now stopped. It's been smelled, and now it just kind of starts lumbering forward, almost in the direction of Brian, who is in Hamid.
No, I was Lupus.
Lupus. Okay, Lupus. Okay.
Yeah, I have Lupus highlighted, so.
So you can either move out of the way, or a bear is going to try to do a move through.
I will deftly move out of the way, or attempt to deftly move out of the way.
No,
Brian is
no
not the most,
roll required.
agile.
It's not moving that fast.
Yeah.
But it's just down. It's just like sniffing, like. So it's like it's searching for something.
Well, we got information.
Tempted to
from
wake
them.
it up.
Not a good idea.
Mm-mm.
Well, there's no spirit within there that I can sense. I could
For
try a
all-
spirit trap.
All
And see if
intents
there's
and
some-
purposes, it is a normal bear.
I know a gift that if it's got a spirit within, I could try to snare it. But I can't sense anything. Nothing's calling out to my spirit's senses.
Well, while we're on the topic of spirits, we did learn in the Umbra from some ice spirits that there is a great beast up in the east, and it seems to used to be a bear. I just realized that rhymed.
Are you Dr. Seuss now?
No, that was the previous episode.
The previous episode and the episode before that.
Yeah.
one.
Mother's
Maybe,
Dream
yeah.
goes.
We'll make a
Mother's Dream goes.
reference again.
Mother's Dream is like Dr. Seuss is an amazing author.
So it was a bear, but it's not a bear anymore.
That's what we got. We also, while we're in the Umbra, we can hear it snoring, but it keeps getting interrupted.
Yeah. Something's not right with it. We'll have to check it out eventually, but I'm more concerned about this bear here, at least. What's it doing? I mean, we seem to be either irritating it by our presence, or it's got something else going on.
So do you want to follow the bear then?
I don't know. I'm
Well-
not sure. I want to investigate this thing to the east, but if this bear is in distress, we should try to do what we can for it.
Well, it does not seem to be in distress. And if we do want to fix the issue, the thing in the east might be the root cause.
Yeah.
We would rather not deal with the symptom, but try to get rid of the thing causing said symptom.
Right. I
True,
agree.
but
I
also
mean,
how far east?
That's a
it
good
didn't really
question.
say, but it sounded close from within the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay,
can
well
hear
that's something, I suppose.
Well, the Umbra does lay, as I've been told, it kind of lays on top of the world. So distances don't really change, I think, within there. So I think it's close by. We just have to go the opposite direction.
Okay, I'm game for that.
Okay. I have no animal ken, I just realized, so I'm not helpful here.
I do not have any animal ken either.
I have 2 points in animal handling.
Diana, could you give me a perception and alertness, please?
Sure. I just boosted my perception as well. So, look at her being a portent. I have nothing in alertness that
Look at her being a perceptive bitch.
she's never been before.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
you got 3
Nice.
successes.
Nice. Okay. You catch a smell that you recognize. You're like, it's that goddamn bobcat. And then looking around, you see behind you, kind of standing on just kind of like a snow-covered rock, is that goddamn bobcat.
Yeah, you just see Diana just instantly, small puppy form, gets into an attack stance, just growls back at it. Yeah, does it seem that it's sleepwalking as well, or does it seem aware?
It seems wide awake, and in fact, another bobcat comes up alongside it. Now, 2 of them out wandering around in the snow is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go help the puppy. I'm already in.
Okay.
I think I was in Hifspo form, so I'm just gonna walk over and try to look big.
Okay. So you're going next to Diana.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm keeping my eyes on this bear.
Okay. All right. So now you're watching Mr. Bear wander that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's not a danger to himself or others.
Okay.
Mainly
Yeah.
us.
Okay. And
I
Otto.
was going.
What?
Otto.
Can I clock that second bear and to sort of see what its
Yeah.
status is and where it went or
Yeah.
is heading?
Yeah. It's heading. It's heading kind of northeast. So it's gone past you guys, but now it's kind of heading, kind of away from you guys. It just kind of walking, almost looking like drunkenly along. So,
Is it heading in the same general direction as the bear that just passed us?
No.
Okay.
they're-
It's heading in
they've-
2 different directions.
Exactly. They've kind of gone like this. So the bear you're watching is heading roughly in the direction of the cairn, while the other bear is kind of heading the outskirts. So unfortunately, they're going all different directions on you. Okay.
Well, I'm not exactly too concerned about the other guru at the cairn because they can definitely handle a bear by themselves. But the fact that it's heading that direction in general is semi-concerning because we don't know what's going on.
Mother's Dream can take off after that one, and basically try to get back to the cairn to warn them. Let's take a look. Yeah, she is like. Do you want me to follow that one?
Please.
That would be a good idea.
Okay, so she's going to sprint off and start and basically try to get ahead of the bear and try to watch it, because if it wanders into Karen, there could be trouble. So yeah. So okay, so you've basically got eyes on that one. So now you've got one bear and two bobcats.
Okay.
Back to Diana. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Diana is in a defensive stance. If they try to attack, she's ready to counterattack.
Okay.
But she is going to keep trying to scare them off if possible.
Okay. All right. That sounds like. What do you have better, charisma or manipulation?
I'm better at charisma.
Give me a charisma and intimidation roll.
God fucking damn. Look at her always rolling shit she's not good at.
And I'm going to have our bobcat.
Oh, well, dang.
Oh, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Okay, let's see how the bobcat does.
I'm out here critting tonight. Let's go.
You're like, yes, I have a small dice pool. Yes, I have the best of it.
Yes.
The bobcat stays in place. It kind of hisses back when you give your growl, but doesn't come forward.
Can I walk up behind Diana and start growling to try to scare the bobcat away?
Yeah. Either manipulation or charisma and intimidation, please.
Okay. I will roll charisma if you want. Can I haggle for appearance, because I'm a big scary dire wolf right now?
Alice did the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I will take that, appearance and intimidation.
Baller. Thank you.
It's a good idea.
Appearance. Okay, roll.
Making notes to traits to buy in the future.
Okay, so
3 successes.
Okay, so let's have them roll again here. They both bobcats are they're kind of sinking back a little bit.
Okay, that's good. That's something.
They're outnumbered.
Yeah. But they haven't. They're kind of doing that. Yeah. You're tough, but we're tough too. So, the bear has now stopped again, because he's kind of getting closer to where the bobcats are, and he's kind of.
The second bear, or the one that Mother's Dream is following?
No, the first bear.
The one that's here. Okay.
Yeah. The second bear is gone. He's basically gone. Mother's Dream is gone. So you just have the first bear now.
Oh,
The one
okay.
that was here when we first got here.
Yeah. He's now stopped, and he's smelling like in the direction where the bobcats are.
I'm gonna get out of his way and see if he follows those instead.
He's just kind of stopped for right now. Back to our wolves. So the bobcats are still there, but they're backing up a little bit. Want to try again, Diana? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna try that intimidation again.
okay, you're not going to be as good as the the one behind you, but unless you want to shift. So
I don't think anything's. Any other forums help me with intimidation? No.
well, Krenos and Hispo would.
Krino and Hispo.
I mean, they will probably shit themselves if you go to Krenos.
Yeah, you know what? Dana says, "Fuck this! I'm going to Krenos."
Do you want to spend a rage point to do it instantly? Otherwise, I think it essentially takes like a turn to.
Yeah, it's an action or something.
Yep, and you gotta roll for it.
Yeah, I'll spend a rage point.
Okay, I'll let you. So just click to shift into Krenos then, because it's going to affect all your stats. So.
Here we go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a braille.
Yeah. Yeah, so now you can do appearance and intimidation.
Oh, good. I'm better at appearance.
Yep.
Intimidation and appearance. My appearance is technically in this form. I believe is a 0. Oh, look, I have 0 dice to roll in this form. With the
Oh,
Weird.
that's not good.
Okay.
Yes, because Krinos gives you a
0.
just default
Oh,
0 appearance.
Okay. I'm gonna say though the fact that you shifted quickly. You smell something in the air, like one of them pooped, and both bobcats just turn and just run.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, they're heading towards the cairn, but they're running away.
Well, they're 2 bobcats, so I don't think it'll be the end of the world.
Yeah.
No, not like the bear.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Is he still
bear-
standing there?
Now that the bobcats have run, he's just kind of and he just kind of continues forward.
Do we leave this bear alone and head east, or
Yeah, I was gonna say, so are we gonna go find this mysterious bear that's not a bear anymore?
Alice, could you
Mhm.
give me a perception and alertness roll, please?
Okay. So
It's going to be difficulty
perception,
6.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah, do alertness, then perception.
Oh, I did it backwards. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. I'm trying to remember to tell you the order that you got to click.
Yeah,
on.
I'm too messed up today to follow, but that's okay. It was, what was it? Intelligence and
Perception and alertness, please.
okay. So alertness. Let me see if I can find that. There. Okay, that one's alertness, and the other one was perception.
perception?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I roll at a what number? 6?
Difficulty
5?
6, please. Yep.
Yeah?
Hispo should give you a -1
Oh, okay.
for the difficulty for perception checks, so it should be
Okay.
a 5, I believe.
Should be a 5.
Okay.
I don't think it worked.
Okay, let me try it.
Like at all.
Okay. Un momento, por favor. So, okay.
Oh, it worked for me.
Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
did something wrong.
Not that I'm rolling, because Brian's just kind of twiddling his thumbs watching the bear.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
We're gonna do.
Um,
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yep. God damn! You think you smell another bear
Where?
to the
Which
west?
direction is this one? To
It's
the
a little
west.
faint, but on the wind. But it's a new scent.
There's another one.
Okay, well, do we go find it, or do we go east where the spirits told us to go look?
It's probably better to go east. If we get distracted by every bear, we'll be here all night.
Yes, I say just
Probably a
listen to the
fourth one go
spirits.
east last direction somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could be there's something funny going on, kind of trying to pull us away from the actual problem. So
Mhm.
let's
Yeah.
see if we can head east.
Okay.
All right. You know that continue east will eventually take you to the base of Mount Rainier. Obviously, a huge, massive fucking mountain.
Mhm.
Mhm.
From there, you then would need to know where to go from there.
Well, I can try to enter the Umbra again and
Mhm.
see if I can talk to spirits on that side and see if they have any more
Okay.
information.
Okay. Gonna be
I think-
another Gnosis roll.
But this time I think I'm going to spend some willpower.
Now, does everyone want to go in this time? Because you can go in as a group.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
What does, if I spend a willpower point, what does that do for my roll? Does it just give me as automatic success, or is it just extra dice?
I think in this edition it's extra dice. I think.
I'm going to try this. I'm going to spend 1. See if this works.
Okay, you did not
Yeah,
botch.
I didn't botch it.
You didn't botch it.
Yep.
It will. You have to wait another hour before you can
Okay.
try again.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't botch it, so that's all
Right.
that matters.
Right.
I'll-
Right.
Meanwhile, I'll
do this.
spend the time looking around, see if there's any bears.
Diana failed.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay. Yep. Wait an hour. As you guys are heading east, the only bear you smell is bear number 1. We're gonna say. The other one is heading up towards the cairn. But you don't right now. You don't really know how far east. Is it on the mountain? Is it past the mountain? You were just told east.
Well, that's why I wanted to check with the spirits and see if
Yeah.
the ones over here, closer proximity, can give us some better direction.
Now, just as a tip, you do have a totem spirit.
Yeah.
Isn't it owl or something?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It's owl.
I don't know how we use that.
You can use your spirit speech to try to talk to owl.
Okay.
Be like, Howl, you bad bitch. Tell us what's going on.
I will call upon the owl spirit then to hopefully give us some guidance.
Okay.
We're lost. Well, not lost. We're trying to find this beast bear spirit, and we're having difficulty entering the Umbra here.
Okay.
Can you perhaps send us some lore, wisdom?
And Dinah will say she'll go into a meditative state to open her mind to a prophetic vision. As Brian's calling upon, this way the owl has a vessel to speak through if needed.
Okay. Owl does agree to speak to you. They want to show you something, Brian.
Okay.
Can you make a intelligence and occult roll, please?
I'm actually fairly okay at these.
Difficulty 6.
Okay. I actually have some dice. We'll see what happens here. 2.
Okay. 2 successes. Okay, exactly what you needed. You get a vision that's similar to the Umbra, with the strong wind. But you can, as cheesy as it sounds, you can kind of like feel the wind. You can kind of taste it almost.
Mm-hmm.
And what you taste is not anything bad. You sense almost a purity to the air. It's fresh, maybe cleaner
Mentos.
than. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Much fresher and cleaner. Like something has been refreshed. And as you're sensing this, Owl is speaking to you and says, "You feel it, don't you?"
I do. It feels good.
There's no corruption to it. It's pure. Is this perhaps the way it's meant to be?
I don't
She
know.
says.
It certainly feels good.
You
Is
spoke.
it?
Oh, go ahead.
No, is it coming? Does this feeling get like he'll start to kind of walk or move around? Does it feel to get stronger in any one direction or no?
No, but it's just gradually coming, just very, like almost the way like you can smell cookies from the other side of the house,
Yeah.
and you wish it would just come rushing over to you, but you're like it just kind of wafts slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Owl
Not much
said-
I can do here. Go on, Al.
Owl says, and you sense everything is out of order, chaotic.
It's like the wild, as I've been told.
And Owl nods. Now you're understanding, young wolf.
The wild can be somewhat dangerous too if allowed to go forth unchecked, as I've been told.
Yes, the wild is chaos.
And the weaver is order. And the worm is decay.
Talk to your elders about what you have sensed with this with the wild. But I will give you one piece of advice. The sleeper that the ice looks for should not be awoken.
Good to know. Thank you, Al.
But spring is coming faster than it should.
Is that because of the wild's activity? Or some other spirit?
And the call gets ended.
Too many questions.
Yeah.
Secret Dead ran out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We really need to start making sure we put more, money on our spirit call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to get those prepaid cards.
Yeah, we need to bring more mice on hand so we can just be like, all right, here you go, and answer more of our questions.
And I think that was part of your thing is you have to bring mice for Owl. So yeah, you'll probably need to leave some small rodents somewhere soon so that Owl will want to talk to you again.
All right, so I'll spread this information around. We need to go back and talk to probably Mountain Runner, and I forget who the other one is.
Mother Stream, that one.
You have
is she an elder?
No.
The elders are actually Mother Stream, and let me get you the names again because of course I've forgotten them all.
Yeah.
The elder pack there is Mountain Runner, Halima, Glory Be, and Prashant. At the moment, Mountain Runner and Halima are still at the cairn. Halima is getting ready to basically shut down the place. She's going to be nearby, but they just sense it's not safe to be here.
I forget, is Halima lupus born?
No, she's Hamid.
Okay.
Yeah, she is a silent strider.
Okay.
And she is a theurge. When you get there, she is arguing with Mountain Runner, and she's like, "It's not gonna be safe here. It's gonna get colder than it should." And Mountain Runner's like, "No, do not leave the cairn, no matter how cold it is." And she's like, "Just this once, just come on, use your wits." And he's just, no, do not. We cannot abandon the cairn. Someone must be here. And she seems kind of exasperated. Now the other pack that was there, the Brave Ridge, they are all there as well, and their leader Chainbreaker, as you're kind of coming in getting situated, Chainbreaker says the Brave Ridge will stay and guard the cairn. We are not afraid. And then Halima is kind of looks over and sees you guys come in and kind of like, oh, all right, it's finally some people who might listen to me.
People who get it.
Yeah. And she's like, hey guys, you probably thank you for going out and seeing what was going on with the animals. What did you find?
Some of them are sleepwalking. Yeah.
We've spoken with Owl.
Okay. And she's sit down. So she's okay.
I'm gonna go back into.
Okay. She wants to find out what you heard from Owl.
We'll relay pretty much his exact message. That don't waken that which is sleeping, and that things. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like, basically, that Al said that things are changing. Spring is coming early. but he wouldn't elaborate on that, and that whatever's trying to wake up that which is sleeping, we should not allow to happen.
And then she's going to look at anybody else and see if they have anything they want to ask. Or
Well, I do have a question to see if you elders know.
Mhm.
Do you know of a great beast in the east? God, it fucking rhymes. I don't like it.
That was apparently a bear, but is not a bear now.
Yeah, Halima will say there's a legend that an ancient Goral lives here in the park. They are a werebear. And there is a legend that one sleeps here and has slept for decades, maybe a century.
Well, it does seem it does seem to stir as whatever it seems to keep getting interrupted while it's sleeping.
It's if whatever spirits are trying to awaken it. Also, while we were out there, Al touched upon. He let me experience a moment of the wild, and it seemed very, very appropriate, very good. But he wasn't clear about whether or not that was the storm's fault or something else. He seemed to indicate that what was happening was good, but potentially could have repercussions. And he wouldn't elaborate more.
The Theurge from the Braveridge.
Aren't there two of them?
There are two. Yep, Moonridge. Good point.
Dyer and the Red Town.
Mooneye and
Mooneye, right?
Mooneye and Dyer. Good
Yes,
point.
Dyer,
Good point.
that's
There are
it.
two. So yeah, so I need to. Yeah, I was gonna say which one.
The grumpy one or the super friendly one?
The super friendly one, Dyer, will speak up. We smelled it too. In our journeys into the Umbra.
Smelled the wild or smelled the bears?
Smell what we think is the wild. And it must be getting ready to begin a new cycle.
Perhaps.
Because, as you know, the elders of our kind battled the worm in what we called the apocalypse, the final battle, which did not destroy the earth, but perhaps it's time for change. This could be a good thing.
Owl seemed to indicate it, but there wasn't going to be without cost.
No, and Dyer's kind of well, there's always a cost, but this could be the answer behind many things that have occurred. And Dyer seems very, very excited about this. There's going to be so much to learn.
Perhaps. Owl seemed cautious. That's all I can say, is that Owl said it was good, but again, he seemed to think that we should be cautious about making this go further. And definitely do not wake the bear.
Now Mooneye, the other Theurge, will speak up, says, well, it's only bad for the humans.
That's not the impression I got.
For those of us who are pure,
Oh, really?
this means a fresh start.
I'm going to say something that's almost completely out of character for
I was
Diana.
going to say, that's some one true race talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one up right away.
Yeah. Dana's going to speak out and be like, progress is something that is necessary for the continuance of who we are as humans, as animals, as nature. We must change. But change that destroys what is already good instead of enhances it is not always something positive. Not always something that we should learn, we should strive to research. But also, that's some racist shit you're talking over there.
You don't care.
Just kind of growls and is like,
I'd snap, but I don't have opposable thumbs.
Well,
Right now.
it's just like putting letters like on the ground like drums.
have you wondered, and takes a step forward, have you wondered why there are more wolf-born Geru than human-born Geru now? It is the way things should be. Now, Chainbreaker will kind of get between and be like, settle down, Moon Eye. Just
Here's our next.
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, a little bit of Diana's gall is gonna come out and just go, we're talking about rank, I'm pretty sure I outrank you as a Silver Fang.
My blood is more pure than yours.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to get.
Red Talons don't give a rat's ass about Silver Fangs.
Oh, I know, but
I
just
know,
Diana's
I
ass.
know. No, and that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will kind of push Moon Eye back, and she just kind of glowers.
Does what she does best.
Yeah.
Well, look, all I can tell you is what Owl told me and what my impressions were speaking to them. The bear should not be awoken, which, if there's an ancient Garal around here, that sounds like a good idea. Waking that up could mean he would start doing things in the area, and we don't really want that, do we?
No.
If the wild is coming through the storm, that's one thing. Big storms tend to leave chaos and destruction in the wake. We can't exactly stop a storm. Not yet.
Well, maybe there's I don't know. Yeah, we definitely can't stop a storm, but maybe we can try and find a way that the storm doesn't wake up this
the bear.
Garal.
That's not a bad idea. I don't know what we can do about it, though. We would have to, find the Garal, assuming it's real. And why wouldn't it be? Because why else would Al not hint at it? And then what do we do to keep it asleep? Play it a lullaby? I mean...
Singing a song.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I guess we would have to go further into where this bear is, Garal is, and see what we could possibly do.
Yes.
I don't know that we want to be out in this storm, but I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to. If the bear wakes up, it's not going to matter. If the Garal wakes up.
Oh god, I
So-
can't believe I'm saying this. I think Mountain Runner's right, and we kind of have to stay here.
Yeah.
Joy.
Okay. All right. Well, the Brave Ridge just kind of they kind of look at each other, but then Chainbreaker says, "Very well, we'll all stay. There's not enough room in this cabin, so we will find our own accommodations, but we will be here to defend the cairn."
Yeah,
If
I
you
have
are
a feeling there's something
offering-
coming with this storm. We're going to need to be here to defend it.
Then if you're offering, and since most of the elders are not here, we will trust you to protect the land as we do our investigations.
Okay. All right. Mountain Runner is satisfied with that. Halima is kind of she looks torn. You don't know her very well. I mean, she's, I think I said mid-30s woman. She does kind of break out a cell phone, and she's like, excuse me, I gotta make a call."
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
She goes outside.
Yeah, Diana is basically going to look at Mountain Runner real quick and just be like, well, I know we're supposed to stop our combat lessons this week, but I might need to know how to fight on ice.
Yeah. the bears will most likely die in the storm. Because if they don't have sufficient food, sufficient cover, if they don't know how to find their way back to their dens, so it's going to be a great loss.
Yeah.
Well, is that something we can do something about?
You'd have to go out and round them up and get them back to their dens.
Which seems unlikely, seeing as we don't even know where their dens are.
They probably don't remember.
You could probably find them. But it would be a task.
Now,
it would be glory involved in it, in saving these bears, but
we might as well do to save as much as we can. And with Diana's environmental studies and studying the preservation of animals in sanctuaries, would she know how many bears are in this area?
Yeah, that would probably be almost kind of like public knowledge in a way.
Yeah, okay.
Because they tag the bears.
Right.
So probably we're gonna say 50. We're just gonna keep it simple.
So then we need to rescue what we can, because most likely okay, so Diana is just gonna speak. You see as she's processing information, the bears and everything, and she's like in her like Silver Fang / Diana thinking montage in her head. She's just like,
If she's beautiful mindsing it right now.
yeah, she's beautiful minding it, just connecting some dots, and she's just gonna think, and then eventually just go, it's best that we rescue as many bears as possible. In this era, there's at least only 50, and for the current environmental status, if we lose more than half, that would mean the nature itself would be thrown out of balance, as well as the ecosystem.
Well, and that's what I think could be what wakes the bear. He might be asleep, but he might sense the loss of his kin or brethren or whatever. And a loss of that many bears would potentially arouse his ire, or at least his attention. I think this is probably a better solution. Round them up, put them back in their dens, and see if maybe that helps. It can't hurt.
I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to this plan, but how the hell are we supposed to herd bears?
Well, that's a good question. We could get them to chase us. We could try to nudge them. There's a lot of different possibilities.
It's going to be like a WoW escort.
Yeah.
Escort class.
But, if they're sleepwalking, it's hibernation, they're hungry, we can see if they react to food.
Picnic basket.
If only they can all be yogi.
Right.
Well, we should try to find. Can any of us?
Hey, boo boo.
Does any of us have like the mother's touch gift?
Mother's touch.
Mother's dream?
Mother's
No.
touch.
Well, no. It's a gift for healing.
Oh, it's a gift. Okay.
I believe
I do not have that.
I thought Alice got that in season 1.
I don't remember.
Mother's touch? Yeah. Yeah, I think she has Mother's touch. Let's see.
What is that under?
But it's a gift. But it's
it should be
healing.
under gifts. Yeah, it should be under gifts and rights.
I deliberately didn't take it because I thought somebody else had.
Because I believe that Alice, that was the first gift you unlocked with Mother's Dream when we first got to Karen.
Yeah,
Thank
it's a Child of Gaia gift.
Okay.
But I mean the language in it, but it's mostly just for healing.
Right.
The
Oh, okay. I see it now.
I'm curious to see if that applied to one of the bears might wake it up. I don't know. It might cure whatever this dream state is that
it
it's
says
going
this
through.
gift may not heal the werewolf herself, spirits, or the undead. But yeah, you could try it, and it is taught either by a bear or a unicorn spirit. I'm gonna say you guys got it from unicorn, but
Yeah.
but
it's definitely
Try it.
akin to the bears. We could try to find. I mean, there were 2 or 3 of them running around within a mile of here.
Mhm.
We could easily go out, find one, try that gift on it, and see what happens.
Okay.
If it
Where's
wakes it up enough,
Mother
we might
Dream.
be able to get it to go back home.
Now, Mother's Dream is a ragabash. So
Mm.
she has a scent of running water,
Little
heightened
tricksy
senses.
lady.
Yep, and sense magic.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
she's helpful, but not,
Is she close to the Karen? Because I know she was following one of the bears heading this direction.
Yeah. She's gonna be probably wandering outside the barn, probably trying to keep the bear from wandering in.
Going in, yeah.
And yeah,
So,
Diana will go ahead.
And it's getting towards dark.
Yeah.
So
Diana will look over at Alice, being like, Brian has a good point. Follow Mother Dream's scent. Try Mother's Touch, see if it has any effects. I will see if I have any books or research on how to deal with displaced hibernating bears.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I'll also call one of my professors. It might have to be in the morning, but I believe they did an internship on bear hibernation cycles.
now cell coverage up here is almost impossible, but if you ask Halima, you might be able to use her phone.
Yeah.
She got the super secret one that a glasswalker gave her.
So are we gonna stay here again tonight?
I think so.
Alright.
I have an idea to potentially try and shock them awake if the healing touch doesn't work, but
Maybe you don't start with that.
Yes, that's why I'm gonna we're gonna try the mother's touch first.
I'd rather
and see
the
if that
peaceful approach,
works.
but sometimes you got to smack a boy around.
Yes.
I guess.
I will ask if since Brian and Otto, you do a lot of the work and guarding of the outsides of the Karen. If at some point could you guys go see how many bear caves you can find and memorize their scent so we can start to pair them up if the touch does work.
Sure.
Okay. That's reasonable.
That'll be something in the next episode.
Yeah.
Because
I'm assuming we're setting some stuff up for next
We
episode.
are. Yeah. We're gonna set some stuff up tonight, and then we'll continue with that. You do have time tonight to go out and try to find Mother's Dream,
Okay.
and basically test out your hypothesis, and then basically like tomorrow would be okay. Now what do we do from here?
Yes.
Right.
Can I go with Alice in case her hypothesis does not work? I can try out my hypothesis.
I think
Sure.
that would be an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get together.
Okay.
Baller.
So before we do that, Diana, you said you wanted to make a call.
Yes.
Let me see. That's probably going to involve a roll to see what you get.
And I will ask Halima if I can borrow her phone.
Yeah, you get out there, and she sounds like she's having a personal conversation with someone. And she's like, you hear her say, "No, mommy can't come home tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to stay at work." Grandma will put you to bed. I can't come tonight. I'm sorry. And she's like, "I love you too." And she's kind of starts crying, and she notices you there, and she kind of starts wiping her eyes. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Glad Otto was not there to overhear that. He would be very depressed immediately.
Yeah, Diana will shift like fully Hamid hearing that phone call and just quickly. Diana's short, but we'll just like give her a hug. Real quick
she appreciates the hug. She says, "I can't be with my daughter." So, what? I'm sorry. What did you need?
Well, first, you're an amazing mother. You need to hear it. Secondly, can I borrow your phone?
Of course, yeah. Of course, no. She's like, yeah. Prashant only gave us one of these. Maybe eventually he can get us all one of these.
I'm gonna talk to him about giving me an extender for my cell phone.
Yeah. And it looks like just a regular phone. If you did, if you were Theurge, you could probably find there's a spirit or something. Some Weaver tech in the phone. So okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I will dial my teacher that is teaching me wildlife conservation.
Okay. How are you attempting? Are you attempting to use your charisma to get information out of them? How are you? Manipulation. What are you?
Could this be under my intelligence and law? Because I have a specialty in wildlife conservation.
Is this someone you've talked to before, though?
Well, this is my teacher that's been teaching me for about 6 months.
Okay. No, that's fine. I just kind of setting it.
Like, nah, I'm one of those people who doesn't speak up in class, so they know my face, but they've never heard my voice before.
She's asking questions.
That would be me.
But it's a social interaction.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I want charisma or minute. I would say charisma and law or academics.
Okay, I'll use law because I have my specialty
exactly
in that section.
So I'm nudging you that way. So
and charisma, and let me use my specialty of environmental and wildlife conservation.
Okay. And still just difficulty 6. So
1 success.
1 success. Okay. You were asking about.
I was asking if he. I'm gonna start the conversation with bear hibernation, and then I was going to slide in that. As part of my report, I'm looking into if bears get displaced during hibernation. Is there a way to bring them back without hurting them or causing any psychological distress within the animal?
He says that in the rare cases that it's happened, and he kind of goes off on a tangent. Well, there's that story up in the West Coast. Not just it started in Washington State, but now they're starting to see this kind of down the coast, down into Oregon and Northern California, with all sorts of animals that normally hibernate are waking up. In the past, the best approach has been, unfortunately, tranquilizing them and moving them back. A startled bear is not something to mess with, and that the few times that it's had to have been done, they've had to tranquilize them first, and then be able to safely transport them.
Thank you. I'm doing some research on my report, and a lot of bears in my area have not been hibernating, so I was just looking for some advice on how to continue with my research.
Yeah. The best thing you can do is stay inside with that storm coming.
Yeah.
Not that.
So you are going to find this class because my internet goes out for the next week.
Of course,
right?
Of course. That's understood.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
You as well. Tell the wife I said hi, and I'll make sure to send some cookies. Yeah, Diana's that student, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Brown noser. You got a little something on there. So.
Yeah. But yeah, Diana will hang up the phone and look at Helma and just go, I'm sure with the two of us here with Mountain Runner, if you needed to go home with your kids, we could handle it.
Yeah. My place is here with my pack. And she turns and you can see she's probably had to make this decision before. So
does Diana's gonna do I have at least one bar that I can access the internet?
No.
Wonderful.
No.
Diana's gonna make a note to see if she can buy some bear tranquilizers on eBay.
And see if they'll deliver.
Good luck.
Yeah, the Mystic Storm.
Okay. We are gonna then go to Alice and Otto.
Okay.
Are going out. It's just about dark, but wolves you can see better, you smell better. As are you in what forms are you in? First of all, you were in like Hispo, and I think you both were in Hispo.
Yes, we were both in Hispo.
Right. Yeah, I think I went back to human, but I can go back to Hispo if I can figure out where that is on the character sheet again.
Okay. Well,
Oh wait, I found it. It's still there.
I think I'll just stay in Hispo for the time
Stay in
being.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
gonna do the same because I'll probably have a better chance
Okay.
to catch a bear if I'm not in a human
That's
form.
fine.
So
When you get out there, you see a exhausted Mother's Dream kind of running back and forth, kind of running around this bear and kind of yipping and kind of trying to get the bear's attention. And the bear just kind of keeps turning around and kind of walking one direction. And Mother's Dream looks like she's about to pass out because she's like, she kind of sees you. She's, oh my gosh, thank Gaia, help me. I
will.
I can't keep this bear. I can't keep this bear in place.
Well, he's probably confused. Maybe he's still asleep.
Yeah,
So-
he seems. And this was the one you really hadn't observed, but just similar behavior. So
Okay, we gotta find where he's supposed to go.
okay. What were you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if I can get him to follow me.
Well,
know?
I think you guys talked about using Mother's Touch.
Yeah,
on
we
it.
could do that too.
So,
let me
what
go
you
back
would
to
do
that.
is-
Where is
Yep,
that on the
and
character sheet? I
on
just
your
lost it.
character sheet,
Yeah.
you want to go to the gifts. It's the icon with the moon on it.
Oh, the moon. Okay. Yeah, I can
And
do
you-
that.
And
Okay.
you just click
so-
on Mother's Touch.
Yeah.
I think difficulty is probably going to be 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 7. I think I just roll.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Botch.
Damn.
Oof.
When you go to touch the bear,
Mhm.
your big old claws scratch it,
Oops.
Oof.
and it awakens immediately.
Uh-oh.
Well, don't have to worry about waking it up anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it has 2 Hispo wolves in front of it, and
Mhm.
it has 1 Lupus wolf.
Mhm.
I'm gonna see how it reacts.
God.
Let's see, and that would be probably wits. It is more scared than
Okay.
aggressive at this point. It is hurt. It has a big gash on its leg, but is trying to get away from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it'll remember where it was going to sleep.
And it seems awake now.
Awake,
Okay.
awake.
Yeah. So it is kind of running to the west, away from you.
Okay. Maybe that's where its den is. I don't know.
Well, we kind of just have to hope that it knows where it's going.
Exactly, Lemmy. That might be the next episode name. So,
It could be.
Yeah, we kind of just have to trust that it knows where it's going because we don't exactly have anywhere to hurt it at the moment,
Right.
and it is actively scared of us.
It is actively scared of us, and I think if I guess if the bear woke up and saw the 2 of us as we are right now, I think it would run. Yeah. Maybe
Mhm.
it'll remember where its den was and go there.
yeah, it didn't roll very well. So
Okay.
if it had rolled very well, yeah, you probably would have had combat. But
Mhm.
it was more scared than anything, so it just wanted to get away from you. So
Okay. Well, that's one that's probably
that's
going.
one down, and you have no idea how many other. You know, there's
Right.
at least 50 bears in the park.
Allegedly 49 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could take a while.
Yeah, but I think if we make an effort to at
Mhm.
least round up or put some of them back where they belong, it's the waking them up out of this dreamlike state is the problem. We know violence works. We'd like to avoid that if we can, but certainly frightening them might not be a bad idea. Let them run off, but then once that wears off, having them go back to their hidey holes, or perhaps maybe leading a chase. Once the daylight comes back around in the next day, but hopefully before the storm gets too hot and heavy,
Mhm.
we can at least find
Yeah.
some bear dens and know where they are. And lead them back.
always love when family wander in and stuff.
Yeah.
Always just like the wave, say hi. So, you one down.
Yeah. Well, that's Brian's plan. But that's
Yeah.
for tomorrow.
One down. Who knows how many more to go?
Exactly.
I will say,
Exactly.
Diana will, after her phone call, I believe Brian stayed in the Karen.
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything for me to do at this point.
Yeah.
It's too late to go searching for bear dens.
Yeah. Diana is going to come up to you and just go, well, I may have gotten some interesting information.
And that would be?
It seems that there are actually stories of old of bears waking up during hibernation all along the California coast.
Okay.
Well, this is actually a new thing that's happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad. Let me correct myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I lied to you. Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah, let me retcon.
Sure.
Yeah, Diana would have been like, well, recently, and the most interesting thing, bears all over the California coast have been awakening and being placed back with tranquilizers. So it isn't localized to us.
Okay. Well, at least we can try to do something about it. I gotta move.
Oh, you're good.
I think we're winding down anyway, but still.
We are. Yeah. We're winding down. So okay.
I am dropping everything.
Oh no.
I just wanted to make sure that information got dropped to one other person before we ended.
Well, that works.
So it sounds like you have a plan
Mhm.
for the next day.
Yeah.
The storm is intensifying. I will let you know that difficulties will be harder with the storm coming. So we'll be prepared for that in the next episode.
Difficulties get harder, and Diana arguably should have advantage on stealth. She's pure white in a snowstorm.
Oh well, that would do it.
Well,
that would
but
do
when
it.
it starts snowing, it's going to get harder to move.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we get into the next episode. So I think that's probably a good place to wrap up for this evening. How's everybody feeling?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I may or may not be available next week. Carla's
Okay.
having surgery
Oh,
in the morning.
okay.
So it all depends on. It's supposed to be outpatient stuff, but
That's
things
fine.
Mhm.
That's fine. Okay. At worst, I will run your character.
Yeah.
So the pocket magician,
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's see if anybody has anything they want to plug. I know somebody does sometime. I'm trying to remember who it is.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Jen. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's about the games that they make, whatever's going on in the games, out of the games, its connection with Microsoft that acquired it, that sort of thing. And new episodes come out every Saturday.
Okay, and I guess there's a new WoW expansion coming out, isn't there?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if you still follow WoW. Okay.
I haven't in a while. I
Okay.
think I have it bookmarked for the next show, maybe. But
Okay. Alrighty. Hey, Whispers, what you got going on?
Hi, if you want to see me not only be a problem as a player, but a problem as a DM who has no idea what they're doing half the time because my players are assholes, come watch the Dissonance Complex, where I DM like 8 games.
Awesome. All right. And Aloysius.
Hello, I'm Aloysius. I am currently running a game of Symbaroum on this channel called Light and Shadows. Our last episode for this batch of episodes is this upcoming Wednesday, so be sure to check that out because we won't be playing again until like July.
Playing in July. Yeah, well, it'll probably be the second half of season 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how we'll
like a mid-season finale.
You know what? That's actually a great way to call it, is mid-season finale. Okay.
You gotta
awesome.
leave them on a cliffhanger that is gonna aggravate the audience for 3 months. Like any
Yeah.
other mid-season finale.
Well, I'll be sure to try and end it on a note that infuriates everyone possible. So.
Thank you.
there you go. There you go.
And Matt, you got anything going on?
No, just my wife having surgery next week on her
Okay.
hands, carpal tunnel, all that fun nonsense.
Oh.
I live a very peaceful life.
Okay.
Well,
Alrighty.
that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, not good for her, but you know what I mean.
No, not good for
Yeah,
her, but
yeah,
the peaceful
yeah,
life
exactly.
part.
Yeah, I don't, aside from these games, which I don't participate in every single game, although I am looking forward to Quark's return.
Yes,
That's gonna be fun.
that is coming
Yeah.
up. That yeah, we're going to be playing some Prowlers and Paragons next
Yeah.
month. So
My
that'll be,
my sessions have gone. I've had 2 sessions now, and the team has loved playing Prowlers. They are just like this is a great system. It's so like they hadn't really played a lot of rules light superhero stuff before, and they're just like, this is great. We love this. It's just kind of around the tabletop storytelling. And we did it virtual last week because one guy was sick and another guy wanted to go home. One guy was in Pittsburgh, one guy was in Massachusetts, and it played very well across the forum, the Discord, just audio sessions. It worked out great because it was just easy for everybody. Like, all right, you stop talking, or if I needed to, I could mute somebody.
that is the tough thing with audio only. So,
I get to break
Yeah.
the fourth wall.
yeah, exactly.
I won't let anyone take that flaw or whatever, that power, fourth wall break. And I said, no, nobody gets that.
Well, I originally got it because it was for a one shot, but I'm bringing the character back.
It's like,
Yeah.
I veto that immediately. No one is getting it.
Yep.
Well, here on the channel, Loisius just told us about Light and Shadows next Wednesday. We'll be back here with Werewolf on Thursday. And on Saturday, the 23rd, we're playing some Morkborg.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting. So if you're up for some death metal slaughterhouse grindhouse entertainment, come on by. It'll be a bloody good time. I can't believe I just said that. So
All right.
anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up. Again, please be sure to give this video a like, follow everybody here, and watch their channels, all that stuff, and we will see you again next week, my friends. Good night.